What up, YouTube? It's Thief coming in hot with a weapon video, alright? What is the best weapon in the game, alright? In a short answer, there is no best weapon in the game. Before we get into all this, remember you can always catch me live at twitch.tv/TCThief. Alright, I stream from 11 p.m. Central European time to the wee hours in the morning. So go ahead, come by, say hi. Now, getting into the best weapon in the game, all right? This is a totally subjective answer, right? And anybody who says that this is the best weapon in the game is totally wrong. There is no best weapon in the game. This is all based upon subjectivity. Now, arguably, some weapons perform a lot better than others, like the Zap Zap is just utter shit. There's no amount of buffing that you can do to the Zap Zap to make it good, all right? That is an objective point of view. The Zap Zap is objectively shitty. So we're gonna go through some of these weapons that I prefer using in each class. All right, people have been asking me to post a best weapons video or some of my favorite weapons. So we're going to go through each class: pistols, shotguns, and assault rifles. All right, don't really have a favorite sniper rifle because there is no class that buffs sniper rifles yet. When they come up with a class, they be an epic that buffs sniper rifles, I will probably get to know some of the sniper rifles, but I just haven't paid any amount of attention to any of the sniper rifles because there is no class that buffs the sniper rifles. So getting right into it. Starting out with pistols, all right? I use pistols on the Ranger class because the Ranger buffs pistols, all right? There's 3 pistols that I really like to use. The first one is the Dragon's Breath. The Dragon's Breath is my smasher killer. With high crit chance and high crit damage, this pistol can kill a smasher in 2 shots, all right? This is one of my favorite pistols to run on the Ranger. It is an awesome pistol if you can get good rolls. Well, you don't need to get good rolls anymore. Now you can pretty much work your rolls yourself, but the Dragon's Breath is almost a must on the Ranger class for smasher killing. The second pistol I like to use on my Ranger is the Bolt Bolt. The Bolt Bolt is an awesome weapon. It's got high impact and it's got penetration. The downfall of the Bolt Bolt is it's ugly, number one, if you're into that, and it's got really bad recoil, so you have to control the rate of fire. It's got a higher rate of fire, but it does have really high recoil, so you have to walk the gun back down onto the target or you will miss some shots. But Bolt Bolt is really good for killing blasters. It is my blaster killer. And the last one is my everything gun on a Ranger, right? The Haywire Storm. If I had 3 Haywire Storms of each element, I pretty much wouldn't need any other guns. The Haywire Storm has the highest rate of fires out of the pistols, minus any of the machine pistols, of course, and it's got a high magazine capacity, all right? This Haywire Storm is a really good gun. If you get one, use it on your Ranger, try it out. It does require you to click a lot and click really fast, so just keep that in mind. But the Haywire Storm is definitely my favorite pistol on the Ranger. Once again, I really like pistols with, or any weapons with high rates of fire. I want to lay the scunion, and the Haywire Storm does that. Now on to the Raider, alright? 3 shotguns that I could not do without on a Raider. The first one is the Longarm Enforcer. The Longarm Enforcer has a very long range. Well, not very long range. It's got one of the longest ranges of all the shotguns, and it's got a really tight shot group, or a really tight pellet pattern. So you're able to hit headshots from afar, compared to the other shotguns, and its damage output and reload and, you know, rate of fire is really good. If you get a chance, try the Longarm Enforcer out. It is one of the best shotguns. All right, the next shotgun that I use on my Raider is the Backbreaker. All right, the Backbreaker is up close and personal shotgun. It has a high impact. A lot of times you will knock the Husky Husks back, all right? The Backbreaker is also one of my favorite shotguns to use on the Raider. A lot of people prefer the Stampede over the Backbreaker, but the thing I like about the Backbreaker is its reload speed is really high. If you have a reload roll on your Backbreaker, you can one shot reload, and maintain your speed buff on your Raider. So if you get a chance, grab one of these Backbreakers, level it up, and try it out. The last one of my favorite shotguns on the Raider is the Tiger Jaw. Now, if I had to choose between the Room Sweeper and the Tiger Jaw, I would choose the Tiger Jaw. The Room Sweeper is a really, really good shotgun, but the Tiger Jaw is a more rounded shotgun than the Room Sweeper, in my opinion. Right? The Room Sweeper, you have to be really, really close to whatever target that you're hitting. You almost have to, you know, jam the freaking Room Sweeper up the husk sphincter to hit it. So I prefer the Tiger Jaw because it's got a little bit longer range and a little bit more controllable rate of fire. All right, one shotgun that I'm not going to put on this list that's a must for a Raider is the Thunderbolt. The Thunderbolt is an AoE shotgun. It is great for mob clear, so keep your eyes out for a good Thunderbolt. I do use a Thunderbolt on my Raider as well. So that covers shotguns. We are going to move on to assault rifles. Now, with the assault rifles, there's a few that are really, really good. All right, in between the Siegebreaker and the Razor Blade, I prefer the Siegebreaker because of its automatic fire rate and the rate of fire. I don't like burst weapons. A lot of other people like the Razor Blade or prefer the Razor Blade, but I prefer the Siegebreaker when it comes down to choosing between the two. The Siegebreaker is a really good gun. All right, if you get a Siegebreaker and you can, you know, roll an element on it or you can level it, whatnot, try the Siegebreaker. You will like it out. A lot of people, like Gumby, really doesn't like the Siegebreaker because of the bullet bloom, but it's controllable to some extent. All right, so in between choosing the Siegebreaker and the Razor Blade, I will always choose the Siegebreaker. I really like the Siegebreaker's rate of fire. Now, last but certainly not least, the Hunter Killer. All right, the Hunter Killer is the best gun in the game, in my opinion, of course. All right, I like this gun so much that I leveled 6 of them. All right, I have 3 leveled at 130 for each element, and then I have 3 leveled at 106 for each element to conserve, you know, shadow shards and sunbeams, so I can bounce back and forth. But this gun just shoots laser beams. All right, it's basically restricted by how fast you can pull the triggers. So as fast as you can click the mouse, that's as fast as it's going to shoot. All right, its base rate of fire is 8. When you shadow shard or sunbeam it, the rate of fire goes down to 7.2. It's got the same rate of fire as the Gravedigger, so it will fire as fast as the Gravedigger, just as long as you can click the mouse button or pull the trigger fast. All right, this gun just shreds. If you watch any of the gameplay that I post, or if you catch me on stream, 9 times out of 10 I will be using this gun because it is so awesome. If you get one of these, try it out. You will really like it if you can pull the trigger fast. All right, Hunter Killer is the best gun in the game, in my opinion. All right, guys, that about sums it up. Thank you all for watching, and remember to come by the Twitch channel and catch me live. Once again, thanks for watching, and don't forget to smash that sub button, fam.